No podemos desconocer que Boyacá es un territorio minero, es un territorio que tiene mucho oro, como en Antioquia.
En el desarrollo, si hablamos del tema económico, tenemos que ser conscientes de que aquí ya hay una actividad económica que como tal es la minería y que esa actividad económica le debe de aportar al desarrollo y al mejoramiento de la calidad de vida, que es una actividad que va a durar por unos años, pero que no se va a quedar acá toda la vida, porque el oro no es un recurso renovable, ¿cierto? No podemos tampoco dejar de lado la otra actividad económica con la que crecimos, ¿cierto? Con la que hemos crecido, con la que nos levantaron nuestros papás, que es el tema agua.
Inicialmente este pueblo era o sigue siendo un pueblo agricultor, ¿cierto? Entonces digamos que los jóvenes se quedaban en las veredas y ayudaban a los papás en huertas, carreras, todo ese tipo de cosas a nivel agrícola.
Nosotros tenemos que pensar en el planeta, tenemos que pensar en nuestro territorio, tenemos que pensar en nuestro paisaje. Y a pesar de que haya mucha minería, nosotros no debemos perder de vista el paisaje.
Digamos que debe haber como una interrelación y una articulación en estos dos sectores económicos para que también Buriticá, cuando ya no esté acá la minería, Buriticá siga siendo sostenible.
En la subregión, la minería pues, se ha visto muy cuestionada por el impacto social, porque en muy pocos años municipios como Buriticá, como Santa Fe de Antioquia, como Cañas pues han visto llegar muchísima gente que tiene culturas distintas y concepciones distintas pues, de la vida. Nosotros tenemos
Hi, everyone, and good morning. Let me start by talking a little bit about Colombia before we flip into slides. Most of you probably watch Narcos. Most of you think, wow, Colombia must be a very scary place to be. But the reality of Colombia is this. From 2000 until today, it's a vastly changed place. Security has gone from a serious problem where no exploration companies would dare to venture to a country that is building its future GDP growth first on oil. It went from no production to over 1 million barrels a day, and next in precious metals. Okay. In addition, there is a large established mining industry already in place in Colombia. This is a question I get. Aren't you going into an emerging market?
We're here today with Ari Sussman, President and CEO of Continental Gold. Ari, can you tell our viewers a little bit about Continental Gold and the project in Colombia?
Continental Gold is a Colombian-focused gold developer, and we chose Colombia for one simple reason. Colombia is the largest historical gold producer in the Americas. The most impressive gold museum I've ever seen is located in Bogota, and we're treasure hunters in that sense. And the famous lost city of gold, El Dorado, exists in Colombia, supposedly in one of the lakes. So we're looking for it. We have a project called Politica, or in English, Veritica, as people like to pronounce it, that is literally translated as a mountain of gold. And that is what we are developing presently.
What's the current state of Veritica, Ari, and what are some of the milestones coming up this year?
We announced a feasibility study approximately 1 week ago. So it outlines a project that will produce at over 250,000 ounces of precious metals, gold and silver per annum, at the lowest quartile of costs, meaning there will be significant cash flow coming off of this mine. Net present value of the project is around 860 million US dollars, and robust rate of return at 31+%. What to expect next? We have one major thing to accomplish this year, and that is to finish off the environmental permitting. Right? A lot of people ask me about permitting in Colombia, and I tell them this: look, we've got support of the national government. We've been deemed a project of strategic.
So Ari, obviously, I'm glad to have you here in Medellin. We had a site visit to your vertical project earlier. For people who are unaware, Continental Gold has over 7 million ounces of high-grade gold and silver. It's the most valuable development stage project in the country. Can you just tell investors who've never heard about the company what they should know?
Well, Tommy, first off, thanks for coming down here and making the trip.
It's a blast.
It's not very rough to have to visit beautiful Medellin. And Veritica being a very close helicopter ride, only 20 minutes away, 2 hours by car, makes it a very simple trip.
Lucky American to find such a rich mine in a place like this.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Colombia is one of the great countries of Latin America, as I'm sure you now appreciate and coming down here. Our Veritica project is quite special in that it's a rare asset class in today's gold world, with a combination of both high grade and, more importantly, size and scalability. As you mentioned, we just announced the resource earlier last week. This week, I apologize, which totaled in measured.
Hi everyone again. I recognize some of the faces from last year. Appreciate you coming back out, and thank you for the invitation again to present. I can't comment on oil and gas or biomass because I don't have experience in it. But I'm fortunate that I just came back from the Bank of Montreal, or BMO's resource conference annually in Miami, hence why I have a little bit of a tan. And I can tell you that the audience has changed, and this excited me a lot. First and foremost, they were up in attendance by something like 30% by